be paid in passing. That account was a government account for which reason it should be paid into. So we know for a fact that only Parliament can approve an account for government funds to be lodged into it. We did our investigation in Parliament, realized there was nothing like that. So we decided to find out why the GRA is not paying the monies into the Consolidated Fund per its act, and rather collecting monies and creating a new account, which the GRA doesn't even have the power so to do. After our investigation, we realized that the DCS, that the Digital City Solution, GRA had outsourced the entire collection of property rates in the country to the private company. And that myassembly.gov.gh was a decoy account created by DCS, and the monies were being lodged into the account. We waited to see when those monies were paid to the assemblies. Lo and behold, the monies were paid to the assemblies from Digital City Solution account and not from our assembly.gov.gh account. And that is why we suspect and we sense serious corruption there, because it is not possible for a private company to be collecting, retaining, and then be paying government monies into a government institution. So that is the basis for which we have petitioned the OS. We have been deceived. We have been tricked into believing that myassembly.gov.gh is a government platform, but it is not a government platform. It's a decoy account which is transferring and monies into Digital City Solutions account.
Have you officially engaged the GRA to understand why they outsourced this thing to DCS?
My dear, we wrote officially to GRA up to today. It's been 6 months now. They have decided to call our bluff, but we are not bothered about that. Since there are institutions that we can use to hold them to account, we will do that. We have officially written to Yoko about 6 months ago. As I speak to you, Yoko has not bothered to even acknowledge receipt of our letter. So you will see that there's a certain official collusion going on among some government appointees just to siphon monies from the MMDAs. Today, as we speak, a lot of the MMDAs, what the Digital City Solution has even paid to them, it's not even up to 10% of their first quarter collection in 2023. And the assemblies are bleeding, and there's no development project going on. And the monies are going into somebody's private account. Only God knows where the monies are passing and going to.
That was the president of the Chamber of Local Governance, Dr. Richard Fiadomo.
Turnout remains low in the ongoing Voters Register exhibition by the Electoral Commission, even as the Commission wraps up the exercise today. Electoral officers assigned to the various polling stations to carry out the exercise have consistently reported low numbers since the start of the process. At some centres, Citi News visited in the Ashanti region, the numbers were not encouraging. The Electoral Commission is concerned that the Voters Register exhibition is the least patronized exercise in terms of its electoral activities. Here is the Ashanti Regional Director of the Electoral Commission, Benjamin Bano-Bio.
As you are aware, we started the exhibition of the Voters Register on the 3rd. We are supposed to end today. You see, exhibition exercise is very important on the calendar of electoral activities. It is during the exhibition exercise that one will be able to know where he or she will vote on election day, especially those who registered recently at our offices. You see, we assign them to selected polling station by themselves, but you need to go and see as to whether where you said you should be sent to is where your details are. So it's very important for people to go for the exhibition and know where they will vote on election day. That aside, this is a time when you can call for correction should there be any mistakes in your details. Again, this is the time where people who are not qualified, who have found their names on the register, the opportunity is given for us to go out and object against these names. Those who might have registered, but whose details could not have reached the database. You go there, your name is not there, we check your ID card, and if it's a genuine one, we will do inclusion for you. Today being the last day, we expect that they will come in their numbers, and you can also blame them much because the 4th November exercise by the MPP also overshadowed our program to some extent. So we hope that by the close of the day, we'll be able to get sizable number of people who are going to check their details.
Ashanti Regional Director of the Electoral Commission, Benjamin Bano-Bio.
The leadership of the Renal Patient Association of Ghana has declared its intention to be in Parliament on Thursday with the aim of highlighting the challenges its members face to the Minister of Health and members of the House. Parliament has summoned the Minister of Health, Kweku Ajumanmenu, to appear on Thursday to provide an explanation for the closure of the renal unit at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. The Health Minister is also expected to outline the government's actions to address the issues that led to the unit's closure and the increase in cases of kidney-related diseases. Speaking to Citi News, the spokesperson for the association, Kojo Ahinkra, appealed to philanthropic individuals to assist in facilitating the transportation of their members to Parliament on Thursday.
It's something we really want to do. But, we don't have money to convene the people there. They really want to go. When you ask them that they should come, we should go. Transportation. So if somebody can give us a bus, park somewhere, then we can convene our people into the bus. Then we'll go to the Parliament. We really want to go. It's on our platform. We really want to go to Parliament to let the minister know the situation. Some of us, I keep saying, the other time I told you, God's hands are on that. God hands everybody. You might say me like that, but most of the people are critically ill.
Citi News has also learned that the renal unit of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital has been reopened for outpatient services, and Mr. Ahinkra pointed out that this move was a critical step in potentially saving the lives of renal patients.
So if now they say they are going to pay, we thank God. But like I said, the problem is bigger than what we are seeing now. We are happy they are about to open the unit for us so that we will go. And then we will manage it. It's not easy, but we'll manage it. At least we'll be a bit more relieved. People will not die again, like 19 people have died. So at least maybe the death rate will come down a little bit whilst we keep fighting for the right thing to be put in place.
Kojo Ahinkra is the spokesperson for the Renal Patients Association of Ghana.
The Member of Parliament for Ada, Comfort Doyo Kujugansa, is appealing to the government to ensure the provision of potable water to students in the area. This comes after 2 students of the Adan Senior High School drowned in the Volta River as they went to fetch water following its shortage in the school. Speaking on the floor of Parliament, she stated that the spillage of the Akosombo Dam has contaminated most water sources in the vicinity, hence the need for government intervention.
I'm pleading that national security is here. He should send tankers to the school. We have few polytons there so that they can give them water. This afternoon, I will send Mr. Jetro's water to them, Captain Smith water to them, so that we give to the 3 schools in my constituency, Adan Senior High, Adan Technical, Bedeku Technical. Then the basic schools. Mr. Speaker, the children, they don't understand the water is polluted. The tap is not flowing. So they are compelled to drink it. We are pleading that the fear is cholera outbreak. As an MP, I'm not happy because since these children lost their lives Sunday morning, early Sunday morning, we saw them. Mr. Jetro saw them, and I screamed. The moment I saw them at the river bank, I screamed and said, "What are these children doing here?" And they told me there is a supervisor supervising them to fetch water from that river. Mr. Speaker, the sand at the water bank has all washed away. So it's a claim. So if you step your foot in, you can't. So that's what trapped the boys.
She added that over 300 houses have collapsed in Ada as a result of the flooding caused by the spillage of the Akosombo Dam.
Mr. Speaker, we have over 300 houses that has collapsed in Ada. And when he went with me to inspect those houses, some of those houses, on our way coming, we saw the students at the river bank, over 100 of them fetching that polluted water. Mr. Speaker, there is no water currently in Ada because the water company has shut down their facilities and they are not producing water. Mr. Speaker, Ada now we are in danger. We need water. Mr. Jetro has again given us 100 bags of water yesterday. Mr. Speaker, we need help. Over 300 houses have collapsed in Ada, and their funds, they are no longer, they are helpless.
You heard the Member of Parliament for Ada, Comfort Doyo Kujugansa.
Some 8,000 residents of Blekusu in the Ketu South municipality of the Volta region are facing the encroaching waters of the rising sea and Ketu Lagoon, leading to flooding in their homes. The situation has cut off the health center in the community from the vulnerable. Caleb Kuda in this report highlights how the development has left some pregnant women with no choice but to put to bed at home.
We've come to Blekusu. This is in the Ketu South municipality of the Volta region. To my right is the sea. To my left is the lagoon. Now there's a health center here at Blekusu. You would have to walk through flood waters to get there. These women, children, young men, all walking through the water. The further you go, the deeper it gets. Oh man, I see some young ladies, elderly women. There's a young man here. Chief, where are you going?
I'm going to the facility. That's where I work.
Which of the facilities?
The health center, Blekusu Health Center.
Oh, right. You a nurse?
Yes, I'm a nurse.
I see. How long have you worked there?
I've been working here since 2019.
That's like 4 years.
Yes.
Wow. You were posted here 4 years ago.
Yes, please.
And is this always your commute to work?
No, this started this year. Normally we ride motorbike cars through this place to the facility.
Okay.
But this year this happened, so we walk through every day like this.
So take a look at that. It used to be a path where they ride motorbikes to get to the clinic to serve people. Yeah. Careful. This way. And I look ahead, I see that people have filled this side with car tires as well. So if this is a proper road, after the water recedes, then it's going to be another problem. The road will get deteriorated further, right?
Yes. It was not a proper road.
Okay.
It was a road contracted by the community. Yes.
I see. So the community members by themselves put this together?
Yes.
Wow, look at that. Is that a bridge?
Yes.
Is that where the healthcare center?
That's the
No, don't tell me that. Doesn't look good, man.
Yes. So we walk through every day.
Yo. So when you have emergencies, what do you do?
There's nothing you can do. They carry people on their back and then they come.
What?
In case we have to rush the person to another hospital.
You bring a person back
they have
through
to
this?
carry the person. Sometimes if we get somebody who has a canoe, then the person will carry the person to the other side.
So imagine this. We're still grappling with... I should follow you to your house. I should follow you to your house. Wait for me. We still have a situation where many public institutions are not, disability friendly. They have stairs. So people who come in wheelchairs, who have clutches, have a hard time getting to those facilities. Now, this one, you cannot even move. You have to be carried because this is a canoe, right?
Yes.
This is a part of canoe.
Yes.
That has been put, I believe, on car tires.
Yes.
Right. So look at this. If you are in a wheelchair, you have a mobility challenge. Look, you cannot easily get to the healthcare facility. Oh, even behind the clinic.
Yes.
Oh. Wow. Even behind the clinic. Interesting. Now it gets sandy. Feels like we are the shore, we are the beach. And so what makes you wake up and come to work? When you're coming to work, what runs through your mind?
What runs through my mind is people who come from far. A lot of people come from other places, Keta, KG, Aplau, to take treatment.
Is this a big healthcare center here?
It's just a small one, but because of the special care we give to the people, other people hear of us and then they come.
Right.
Then we take care of them. They go and tell other people to come. So monthly we get attendance like 800 plus.
800
sometimes
patients?
700, yes.
And what usually are the top cases? What are the cases?
Oh, malaria, respiratory tract infections, skin conditions. Yeah. Some get it from the water, walking through the water. Right. So after walking through the water, a lot of people develop rashes, skin, itching, and they come to treat them. Somebody can come with malaria and get skin condition and go back.
Yeah.
So,
What about diarrhea?
yes, it's also common here. Diarrhea is common.
So do you get overwhelmed? Does your center get overwhelmed with the cases you get?
Yes, mostly. So we are always under pressure. Yeah, working.
I mean, despite that, you guys give your patients some special care.
Yes.
What's the spirit behind this special care? What's the motivation?
Just to make sure people get better. Anytime they come here, they get better and then they go back with happiness.
Look, there are people who are in better facilities. The commute is better. They drive and park at their centers. I just had a mosquito in the background. But even them, they want to leave Ghana and go and practice outside. But I see that you enjoy doing what you do.
Yes, because of the peace of mind around here. We take care of the people and then they also make sure that we are safe and then, okay.
You just love the vibe.
Yes.
What's your name?
Maxwell Koba Kwame.
Are you from here?
No, Aflao. I'm from Aflao.
You're from Aflao.
Yes, please.
So what does the Blekusu community need urgently?
They need a new facility. You see the facility, if you go to the back, you see that the walls are cracking. The water is already under the...
Let's see that.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You mean your healthcare center, the water has...
Yes.
is breaking it?
Yes.
Oh, it's just behind that.
Just behind.
My goodness. So we are the Blekusu Healthcare Center now, and we are talking to Maxwell, who is a nurse here. If you... Wow, take a look at that. There are cracks in the building, cracks in the health center my goodness. Cracks in the healthcare building. And then the water, the lagoon has penetrated the compound. And look, just behind the healthcare center, you have the lagoon. And yes, I'm looking from this angle. That is the back of it, and it is cracking. Yo, this is a public safety risk.
Yes.
This building can collapse on you and your patients.
Yes, they said we should close it down, but because people come from a lot of places to attend to take treatment, so we don't have a choice but to keep it, to maintain it for now until they build a new one.
This is incredible. It's a danger that is looming. You see the clear cracks in this structure, and just behind it, that is the lagoon. You can see the sun setting, and it will be a very cinematic shot to take from here. But this is a crisis looming, and you can tell we are standing in grass, and this is a fantastic breeding ground for mosquitoes. So if you're a healthcare worker here and you're running a night shift, you run the risk of contracting mosquitoes or having mosquito bites and contracting malaria. But look at this. This is a crisis. There is some stench from this area, just coming from the water, the weeds, and the sanitary situation. And this is a healthcare center in Blekusu. Look, this little boy tells me he's going home. It's late and it's dark. He's walking through this water, and I'm just curious. I want to find out where he calls home. Oh man, this is deep, bro. Yo, and it stinks, man. Yeah, this particular part is insanitary. Yeah, I can describe the smell to you because you won't see that on the TV. It's nauseating. This entire stretch is home of someone that has been completely taken over by the lagoon. I'm told they have relocated. But when I look there, I can see the prepaid meter. Yeah, I see some red on there. So I do not know what these kids are doing here. I'm just following them to find out what they are here to do. Review mi va mi afo. Nka o me mi la fi asan doy. Nka ko ga mi gona. Mi gona garo ko ga. Akwa ya Africa.
Akwa ina nyamo ba kpere ngbo ma lini.
Okay, mi ko garo yina futai. Ovelia at Agbana Akpere Unamiai. Unkori.
I go Chevy.
Pananila.
Famo.
Kawari.
Luis.
Luis Inca.
The Chega.
Pananila.
12.
Luis is 12 and he is 10. He's not wearing any slipper, but he walked through that. This part looks like a refuse dam. Has some, garbage all over. But this is what he has come to pick. It's called Garo. It's like a sieve and sieve. Yes, they smoke fish on it, so they are taking it to the seaside. For me, as I to the midwife.
Yes, please.
Amazing. How do you work in this environment? First of all, what's your name?
I'm Mina. Mina is CSNE.
How long have you worked here?
No, I'm just 2 months.
How do you find this place?
I will say, when I was being posted here at first, I didn't like it. I didn't like the environment. Yeah, right. Even though people are patronizing, but the road to the facility is nothing good to write home about. Yeah.
So how do people patronize it? How do they come here?
I would say that because of the care, the way and manner in which we cater for our clients, irrespective of the fact that the road is not good, they always make it a point to walk through that thing and then come here.
Pregnant women?
Both pregnant and then sick people.
So if the person has gotten to the point where they have to deliver, how do they...
Yes, that is the challenge we are having. Because of that, some will either go to the nearest facility to go and give birth. Looking at the road, looking at the risk that she would take, they prefer going to the other facility. So as a result of that, our attendance has really dropped.
Do you get situations where people prefer to give birth at home because they don't want to come here?
Sure. We do. Because looking at the risk, she can't walk through. And a pregnant woman, it will be very difficult for somebody to back her, to walk through this water to come here. So at the end of the day, they end up either delivering at home or going to the nearest facility to do so.
That report was put together by Citi News' Caleb Kudana. There's a part 2 of that story which will air very soon in subsequent bulletins on 97.3 Citi FM. You're still listening to the Citi Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM. Still to come, more corporate organizations continue to donate to support the Citi Relief for Voter campaign. We have details coming up shortly. Please don't go away.
Citi Prime News at 12 midday updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
Happy birthday to you. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Throughout all life-changing moments such as graduations, weddings, funerals, birthdays, ATL is there to ensure you're never out of style. When you think fabric, think ATL. Log on to atlfabrics.com. Order and buy your favorite ATL fabric. You can also visit our shop at number 40 Kwame Nkrumah Avenue, opposite the Swansea Shopping Arcade at Accra Central. Also available in leading fabric dealer shops in Accra, Kumasi, and Cape Coast. ATL, bringing fabric to life.
Dream Africa is offering the opportunity to dream, is valuing the talents of our continent and supporting its development.
Dream Africa is spreading its authenticity, encouraging its passions, and the pursuit of its ambitions around the world.
Meet Morocco is embodying the best of Morocco and revealing the country's hospitality and openness to the world.
Meet Morocco is taking advantage of an ideal location that connects Africa to the world.
Dream Africa, Meet Morocco is Royal Air Morocco's new commitment to put our country and our continent on the path of progress.
Royal Air Maroc, Dream Africa, Meet Morocco. Citi Prime News at 12 midday updates you on all the running stories and connects you to the newsmakers.
You're welcome back. Now, more corporate organizations continue to donate to support the Relief for Lower Voter campaign by Citi FM and Citi TV. The campaign, initiated by Citi FM and Citi TV last month, seeks to provide relief to residents of the Lower Volta who have been affected by the spillage of the Akosombo Dam. Institutions, including Plan International Ghana today, donated 30,000 cedis, while the Central Securities Depository also donated 50,000 cedis to support the affected residents.
We had visits from the Plan International.
Plan International?
Yeah, that's right. They came in here and donated sorted items in support. And then the Alumni Network, they put together some 30,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
Wonderful.
And Plan International, they understand a lot about development, rural development.
So they've been there, and they made it clear that they identify with what we are doing to help resettle the people, even if it is for just a short while. The buildings that we are putting together to give the people a place to lay their heads. I mean, these are solid interventions in their view, and they thought that they needed to come in and support. And then also we had a visit from the Central Securities Depository, which is within the CD House building. An amazing delegation came in here to also donate some 50,000 Ghana cedis in support. And they also made it clear that, look, there is the need for people in desperate need to be supported.
Those were some entities donating to the Citi Breakfast Show earlier today, and you heard the co-host of the Citi Breakfast Show, Richard Della Sky.
The flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, John Mahama, has assured that the next NDC government will bring stability to the economy. The former president made this commitment during a manifesto presentation by the Trades Union Congress, TUC. He emphasized that his focus will be on implementing realistic economic policies, addressing inflation, and limiting the central bank's financing of the government through the Bank of Ghana.
Country broke, country no broke, we all dig inside. There must be an end to this decline and a restoration of stability to the economy so that Ghana's citizens and working people can breathe a sigh of relief and not have their already inadequate incomes eroded further by inflationary pressures. In the last few years, I have been outlining policies that a future NDC government will implement. And the aim is to stop the steep decline in the economy, turn it around, and stabilize it. I've also shared my position on governance and institutional reforms to ensure our country is reset and built into the Ghana we all want. It is important to note that we in the NDC will not be couching propagandist slogans and passing them off as policy. We have much to learn as a country.
That was former flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama.
Psychiatric Association of Ghana is advocating for mental health inclusion in National Health Insurance Scheme. Now, the association is making a strong case for the treatment of mental health to be incorporated into the NHIS with the aim of enhancing access to mental health services for majority of the population. Citi News' Desmond Selassie Ago delves into this issue in this report read by Ansheli Zhu.
As the prevalence of mental health disorders continue to rise worldwide, the importance of early detection and intervention becomes increasingly evident. Around 10% of Ghanaians grapple with mental health conditions, yet only 2% of them seek treatment. The high cost associated with mental health treatment contributes to these low numbers. In a bid to make mental health treatment accessible to a larger portion of the Ghanaian population, the Psychiatric Association of Ghana is urging the inclusion of mental health treatment under the National Health Insurance Scheme. Dr. Owusu Entry, the president of the association, stressed the importance of mental health care as a fundamental right for all during the second annual general and scientific meeting of the Psychiatric Association of Ghana in Ho. She urged the National Health Insurance to extend its coverage to include mental health treatment.
Being in good mental health should be a right for everybody and not reserved for just a limited few. And this means that there should be equity also in mental health care. And we are using this opportunity to drum home the fact that mental health should, as a matter of urgency, be covered under the National Health Insurance as well.
Dr. Ruth Owusu-Entry also mentioned that the association is actively working to encourage psychiatrists to accept postings in regions with a shortage of mental health professionals.
We have enough psychiatrists all over the country. We are encouraging our members that come out as psychiatrists to move to the other regions. Already where they are very, very much needed, but we are putting in efforts such that at least every region will have a represented psychiatrist to be of support. We'll do that for a start, and with time, as we train more psychiatrists, we'll have enough across the country.
That was the president of the Psychiatric Association of Ghana, Dr. Ruth Owusu-Entry, ending that report by Citi News' Volta regional correspondent Desmond Selassie Ago. The report was read to you by Anne Shelley Ziwu. And that's how we wrap up today's edition of the Citi Prime News, which has been live from our studios in Adabraka, Accra. The news was also live on all affiliates across the 16 regions of the country. Please log on to citinewsroom.com for more stories. My name is Hawa Idrisu Mustafa, and I was here with
Zoe Abubeiduado.
Netele Neti Ajaho is up next with the afternoon's edition of Citi Business News. Thank you for doing the listening.